Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Galactic Cards and Collectibles in Statesboro, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Astra Militarum and Greg's World Eaters. So the story that we've got going on here is that the World Eaters have descended upon this planet for slaughter in the name of the Blood God, and the Astra Militarum are the only forces left on this planet, trying to hold the line to preserve this planet and make way so that the civilians can escape as they wait for reinforcements to arrive to help purge the heretics from this planet. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the retrieval mission. There are 6 objectives on the table here. Each of these is going to be at the end of each of your turns, you score, or the beginning of your turn, starting in turn 2, you score 5 points primary for holding 1. You score 5 points primary if you hold 2 or more, and you score another 5 points primary if you hold more than your opponent. So that is the main missions. We have secondaries. I have chosen Raise the Banners High, which means that I will be trying to raise banners on objectives. I also have chosen Grind Them Down, and I have also chosen Engage on All Fronts. My opponent has chosen Engage on All Fronts, Grind Them Down, and he has chosen Bring It Down, so he'll be killing all of the vehicles that I have so generously provided for the slaughter. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Astra Militarum, I'll be running 2 battalion detachments. Leading off the first detachment, we have 2 tank commanders. We have 3 10-man infantry squads. We have a 6-man Bulgren squad. We have a Commissar. We have a Wyvern. We have a Manticore. We have 2 Leman Russ exterminators. For the 2nd battalion detachment, we are going to have 2 Tempestor primes. We have 3 5-man Militarum Tempestus squads. We have a Tempestus command squad. And last but not least, we have a Valkyrie. And for the World Eaters, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a super heavy auxiliary detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have Khorne the Betrayer, a Chaos Lord with a jump pack, and an Exalted Champion. We have 3 5-man Khorne Berserker squads. We have a 10-man squad of Terminators. We have a 3-man squad of Mutilators. We have 2 Hellbrutes. We have a Decimator. We have a Venom Crawler. And last but not least, we have a Chaos Spartan. So going over deployment for the Astra Militarum, I've got a squad of infantry up front here. Next to them we have my Bulgren. We then have another squad of infantry over here on the objective along with the Commissar. We've got the Valkyrie up here. Inside the Valkyrie are 2 Tempestus squads and a Tempestor Prime. We then have back over here, we've got my Wyvern. We have the two tank commanders over here in the middle. We've got the Manticore on this side, the 3rd infantry squad over here, and then we have the 2 exterminators on this side. In Deep Strike Reserve, I have the 3rd Tempestus squad. I have my Tempestus command squad, and I have the 2nd Tempestor Prime in Deep Strike as well. Going over here for the World Eaters, up front there we have the 2 Hellbrutes. We have the Decimator, and we have a 5-man squad of the Berserkers. Got him. We've got Khorne the Betrayer over here next to the Spartan. Inside the Spartan, we have 2 of the 2 other Berserker squads. We have the Mutilators and we have the Exalted Champion. And over here, we have the Venom Crawler. In Deep Strike Reserve, his 10-man Terminator squad and the Chaos Lord with a jump pack. So that is deployment. We are now going to roll off to see who will go first. I got a 1, my opponent got a 6. I really hope that does not bode for how the rest of this game is going to go, but let's be honest, it probably will. So, we will come back to you after movement phase for the World Eaters here on turn 1. Movement for the World Eaters here on turn 1. His Hellbrute moved or ran over here? Just moved over here, as did his Decimator. These guys stayed on the objective back over here. His Spartan moved up. Khorne ran to keep beside him over here. and the Hellbrute moved up behind him. The Venom Crawler moved up onto the into the woods over here, and that is it for the movement phase here on turn 1. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. So starting off the shooting phase, we are going to go with the Venom Crawler, who will be firing into my infantry over here. So he's going to have 2d3 shots. That's going to be 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s. My opponent did spend CP to Demon Forge, so he's going to be re-rolling. Yep. So 4s to hit. Re-rolling those. Good thing he spent that CP. Getting you that extra hit. There we go. That's 2 hits. Yeah. Strength 8, essentially, because of his full strength right now. That is going to be 1 wound. And Demon Forge re-roll the wounds. Yep. Still going to be 1 wound there, and I forgot my dice, so I'll be right back. Never mind, it's -2, so I don't even have to roll. Blah, blah. And now the Decimator is going to fire his Butcher Cannon into my Bulgrin over here. Oh, Bulgrin. Yes, Bulgrin. What do we got over here?
4 shots needing 3s.
4 shots looking for 3s, so that is going to be 3 hits. These are going to be strength 7, tough 5, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -2. AP -2. They have the slab shields there, so they have a 2-up armor save, so it will become a 4-up save. Making 1, failing 1, so that is 2 damage. 2 damage. And now the Hellbrute is going to be firing into the Valkyrie over here. -1 to hit because he is a supersonic flyer.
4s.
Looking for 4s, getting 1 hit with the multi-melta there. Strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. That is a wound. AP -4 is going to go straight through there. So that's going to be D6 damage. 2 damage. And then we've got the Spartan here, who is going to be firing his heavy bolters into my infantry squad and all of his last cannons into my tank commander over there, who I gave the tank ace ability with the 2-up armor save. So we're going to do the heavy bolters first. Yep. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Khorne, because he's within an inch over there. Re-roll that cock dice there. All right, re-roll that 1.
That was also a miss.
2 is also a miss there, so that's going to be 2 rolls. Okay, not meant to be for those ones. These are going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 4 wounds at AP -1. So it's going to be 4 6-up saves. Show me those fill faces. Getting none. So that is going to be 4 dead. And now we've got the las cannons firing into my tank commander over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Khorne. Okay, that is super successful. Strength 9, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds there. AP -3, so these are going to be looking for 5-up saves since he has the tank ace ability with the up armor. Making 2 of them, not bad, so that's going to be 2d6 damage. Gave him 5 damage. And that will be it for the shooting phase and it for the turn here for the World Eaters on turn 1. I do have a morale test to take on these guys down over here. They lost 5 guys, so 5 plus 5 is 10. They do fail that, so I've got another 4 to take morale. 1 more will run away, so 2 more will run from there. So that's going to be it for the turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Astra Militarum. Movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 1. These guys both stood still over here. My Manticore stood still. This tank commander moved up, but only 5 inches, so half his distance there. At the beginning of the turn, I did heal him up because I took the jury-rigged regimental ability there. So he rolled, got D3 back, and got 2. So he's back up to 9 over here. These guys stood still. They moved up onto there. Commissar stood still back here. The Wyvern stood still back here. These guys moved up onto the objective over here, and Bulgrin advanced up over this way. And my Valkyrie moved up over to here. All of the infantry are going to be raising banners on those objectives. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. So starting off the shooting phase, my Wyvern here is going to fire into his berserkers back there on the objective. So I did spend 2 CP on aerial spotter. So I'm going to be rolling 4d6 shots. I'm going to reroll this 1 because I can reroll with my regimental doctrine. I also chose where they get to reroll 1 of the dice there. So that's pretty good there. So that's going to be 16 shots. All right, so we're going to have 16 shots here, hitting on 4s, rerolling because of aerial spotter. Okay, pretty good there. I'll take that. We're rolling for aerial spotter. Real good. I'll take that. So these are now going to be strength 4, toughness 4. So looking for 4s to wound, re-rolling because of the weapon. Okay. Reroll because of the weapon. Okay, not meant to be there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Save. 9 3-ups. Failing 1, 2, 3 of them. So that's going to be 3 dead. And now my Valkyrie is going to fire. He's going to fire his 2 heavy bolters into the squad of whatchamacallit, the Berserkers down over there, the 2 guys left. And he's going to fire his Hellstrike missile and the las cannon into the Spartan. My opponent spent 1 CP for smoke screen, so he has a -1 to hit on him. So we're going to go with the heavy bolters first. These are going to be 6 shots here, hitting on 4s because they don't have the smoke screen. Okie dokie. So it's going to be 3 hits. Strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, 4-ups. No, failed them both. They are dead. Now we'll do the las cannon into his Spartan over there. So it's going to be -1 to hit here. So looking for a 5 to hit. Nope. And then -1 to hit with the Hellstrike missile. Also not a hit. Now my Manticore is going to fire. He's going to fire into the Spartan over here. I am going to spend 1 CP on Vengeance for Cadia. So now we're going to be doing 2d6 shots here. All right, I'm going to reroll this 2. That's going to into a 6. That's pretty good. So it's going to be 9 shots. And now these are going to be hitting on 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1, 2s, and 3s because failed hits don't come before modifiers here. So 5s and 6s. That's going to be 2 hits so far, 1, 2s, and 3s. So that 1, 4 does not get re-rolled. Okay, not great. Thanks, Vengeance for Arcadia. Strength 10, so looking for 3s to wound. Re-rolling because of Vengeance for Arcadia. Okay, not meant to be. Vengeance for Arcadia did nothing. 1 wound at AP -2. He's good with a 6. All right, so now my tank commander over here, I'm going to spend 2 CP on Hail of Fire, allowing him to get his maximum amount of shots into the Spartan there. He will be hitting on 4s because he's -1 to hit still with that smoke screen. Rerolling 1s because of the order he gave himself. All right, rerolling 1s because of the order. Okay, not meant to be. Wow. That smoke screen was possibly the best thing you could have ever spent. Battle cannon into him over here. That's going to be, is it strength 8? 1 second. Yep, that's good there. So that's going to be 4 there. That's going to be AP -2 onto these ones. 4. So looking for 4s. Failing 2 of them, so that's going to be 2d3 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Okay, not meant to be. So that's going to be a total of 4 damage. And then I forgot about his heavy bolters here. So these are going to be 9 shots with his heavy bolters. Hitting on 4s again because of the smoke shroud there. Strength 5, so 5s to wound. Okay, okay. Apparently the heavy bolter gunners were here to play. So that's going to be 5. Failing 4 of them, and that's going to be 8 damage. So the heavy bolters did better than the double shooting battle cannon. All right, I mean, whatever. My other tank commander is going to do the same thing into him over there. So it's going to be He has to roll for his number of attacks here because I don't have the stratagem there. That's still good. I'm going to re-roll this one because of my regimental doctrine. Okay, that was worse. Thank you very much, Dice. So that's going to be 8 shots. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of his order as well. Okay, re-rolling 1s. Okay, not bad, not bad. These are going to be strength 8, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. They're good to go. But as everyone knows, the heavy bolter is the only way to take down a Spartan. So here we go on 4s. Re-rolling 1s. Okie dokie. And these are going to be strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds this time. Good for both of them because AP minus. All right, so now my exterminators over here are also going to be firing into his Spartan over here. We're going to go with the first guy first. So he's going to fire, Ryan Advance going to fire his autocannons twice here. Hitting on 5s because of the -1 to hit. Okay, apparently he's much better gunner than his tank commander friends over there. Wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. Making a bow. And his heavy bolters. Hitting on 5s. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound at AP -1. No, takes it 2 damage. And his friend behind him, same thing into the Spartan over there. So we're going to go with the autocannons. Hitting on 5s. Getting 4 hits. 5s. Getting no wounds. And the heavy bolters. 5s to hit. 4, that was in there. 3 hits. 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. -1. Fails 1, 2 damage. All right, so that is going to be it for the Astra Militarum turn here on turn 1. I do get 2 points for engage on all fronts because of him being over here and me having guys in the other 2 over here. And then I did score 3 points for grind them down since I killed his 1 squad of Khorne berserkers and he didn't kill anything of mine. And that is it. Oh, and then I have 3 banners that were raised over here. So that is a pretty good turn. I'll take that. That was a pretty good turn. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the World Eaters here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the World Eaters here on turn 2. Out from inside the Spartan came a wave of just blood and gore as his 2 squads of berserkers came flying out over there, as well as his mutilators. Khorne moved up behind them over here. We'll get back to these Terminators. I'll just say now. His Terminators dropped in over here at the end of the movement phase, and his Hellbrute moved up over this way. Oh no, he was there? He was there?
He moved up.
He moved up over there. The Venom Crawler stayed where he was. This guy moved back over here onto the objective, and this guy moved over here to stay on the objective over there. Moved up a little bit to get some range onto my Duda Bros. And that, oh, and then back over here, sorry, his Chaos Lord dropped in back over here. So that is going to be it for the movement phase here for the World Eaters on turn 1, or turn 2. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so his Decimator down over here is going to fire into my Valkyrie. So these are going to be hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit. So it's going to be 2 hits. Strength 7. So 4s,
I believe.
4s, yeah. So that's going to be 1 hit there.
-2.
AP -2. On a 2, he will take it. So that's going to be
2 damage.
2 damage. The squad over here is now going to throw a frag grenade into my poor troopers over there. That's going to be 6 shots. Ooh, boy. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Strength 3. So that's going to be 4s to wound. That's cocked. That is also cocked. Okay. So that's going to be 2 wounds there. AP nothing, so 5 up serves. Make 1, fail 1. And then the next squad over here is going to throw a grenade into them over there. So D6 shots. That's not fair. That's why you got a 1. It's because you disrespected my guy. That's going to be a hit.
And 4 to wound.
And it's not a wound. That's what you get. Bolt pistol from his exalted champion over here. That's not a hit. All right, Khorne is going to fire his plasma pistol at my guys over here. So these are going to be
on a 2.
On a 2. That is a hit.
On 2 again.
That is a kill. All right, now the Spartan is going to be firing. He's going to fire his las cannons into my tank commander over here, and then he's going to fire the heavy bolters into my guard squad over there. So, what is he shooting at now?
We'll do the heavy bolters.
Do the heavy bolters first.
Into the guardsman.
Into the guardsman, hitting on what now?
He will be on
1 second. All right, so he's in his bottom profile now with his 4 wounds left, so these are going to be hitting on 5s. That is 1 hit.
Rerolling.
Oh, rerolling because of Khorne over there. Oh, 2 hits and re-rolling. All right, still just the 2 hits. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. That is cocked. That is going to be 1 wound and AP -1, so a 6 up save. Fill first. Nope. And then the las cannons into my tank commander back over there. That is hitting on 5s. Wow, that's how you do that. And you got the 1-4 there. These are now going to be re-rolling. They get another hit there. Oh boy, this is not great. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds there. AP -3, so looking for 5 up saves since he's the up armored guy. Getting one. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one. Nope, not meant to be. So it's going to be 2d6 damage. Don't do it. Don't do it. 5 damage. Woof. Bonus going to spend a command point on that 2. Let's see what he can do. Another 2. Okay, 5 damage. All right, the Venom Crawler over here is going to be firing into, got Demon Forged onto him, and he's going to fire into...
Same target.
Same target back over there. Really does not like my tank commander. Fair enough, I guess.
2d3.
2d3 shots. That's going to be 2 shots. Okie dokie. Easy enough. 4's to hit. That's 1 hit.
Reroll for Demon Forge.
Reroll for Demon Forge. That's still 1 hit.
4's to wound.
4's to wound. That is reroll for Demon Forge.
Hey,
there we go. That's a wound. AP minus 2. So looking for a 4-up save because he is up armored. Nope. Okay, so that's 2 damage. D3 damage, my bad. 3 damage. There you go. Even. And now his Hellbrute here is going to fire the Multi-Melta into my Valkyrie. Hitting on 4s because he's flying up there, so it's going to be 1 hit. A 3. That is a wound. Oh, reroll into a 6. That's fine. That's fine. AP minus 4. So, yep. That's going to be, that's cocked. Roll that. If you reroll the other one, you can do that. 4 damage. There we go. All right, so into the charge phase, a scary phase against the World Eaters here. We're going to start with his Terminators here. We're going to charge into my Bulgrin. So he's getting +1 to charge because of the Chaos Lord over there, and they have an Icon of Wrath, so they get to re-roll this. So looking for an 8-inch charge. Does not get it with that, so he needs to re-roll. Oh, buddy. Oh, double 6s, he's way in. The Chaos Lord is also going to try to charge in over there. He needs a 10-inch charge. Does not get it with a 6. Oh, but he has a reroll? Not on a 7. All right, so now his Mutilators here are going to charge into my Lehman Russ. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch. I'm also going to spend a CP on Defensive Gunners, and I'm going to spend a CP on Vengeance for Cadia. So he's going to have his main battle cannon is going to fire once because Grind in Advance doesn't happen in the Overwatching. I'm going to reroll that because of their my thing, so it's going to be 4 shots here. Hitting on 5s because of Defensive Gunners, re-rolling because of Vengeance for Cadia. That's going to be 2 hits so far. That's not going to be any more hits there. Vengeance for Cadia is still going strong. So that's going to be 2, Strength 8, Toughness more than 4, so looking for 3s to wound. Re-rolling because of Vengeance for Cadia. That's going to be 2 wounds. There we go.
Toughness 4.
Oh, they are toughness 4. Oh, okay. So then that would have been 2s. That's cool. So that's going to be 2 wounds there. AP minus 2.
2-up saves, so 4.
2-up saves. Becomes 4s, so they are good to go. And then we've got the heavy bolters. And then we got the heavy bolters coming in here. 5s re-rolling. Okay, got 1 out of 9. Okay. Okay. Got another 2 on the re-roll there. Okay. Okay. Looking for 3s to wound since they are actually tough 4 apparently. That's going to be 2 hits, re-rolling Vengeance Acadia. That's going to be 3 wounds there. AP minus 1. So looking for 3s. Failing 1, so 1 takes 2 damage. And they will need a 6-inch charge to get in over here. And double 6s, they get in twice. And now his Berserkers over here are going to charge into both of the tanks. So needing an 8-inch charge. Getting it with a 10. And now the Exalted Champion is going to charge into my 1 infantry guy over here, the Sergeant, holding strong. 7, is that enough to get him in?
That is under 8, yes.
He's under 8 inches away, so he is in. And then these Berserkers are going to charge into the front tank over here, so they need a 7-inch charge. They're in with a 10. All right, so we're going to start off the fight phase with his Terminators over here. He made them Red Butchers, which will give them +1 strength and will also allow them to fight twice in the fight phase. Just the general, right? It's not just, yeah. So they're going to have twice in the fight phase. So they each have 2 base attacks. They each, except for the Sergeant who has 3, they each have 2 Lightning Claws each, so that's going to give them an additional 2 attacks. They also have Hateful Assault, giving them +1 attack on the charge, and they also have the World Eaters +1 attack on the charge, giving them 6 attacks each. So 9 guys are in combat. 1 guy stayed back to give him reroll 1s from the Lord over there within 6 inches, meaning that he's going to have 54 attacks, including the Sergeant in there coming at me with Strength 5. But you gave him Death to the False Emperor and the Red Butcher, and Stoke the Nails. So they're going to be +1 to wound and Kill, Maim, Burn. So they got Kill, Maim, Burn, Stoke the Nails, and Death to the False. Oh no, they have Death to the False. Veterans of the Long War. That's a whole lot of stuff coming in here. So we're going to have we're going to start with 30 attacks first. These are going to be hitting on 4s?
3s.
Oh, 3s, that's right, because it's +1 to hit. So hitting on 3s, 5s and 6s are...
Just because we're...
Oh, 3s just because...
Always hit on 3s.
Oh, 3s, wait. Did I say... Oh, I thought you said 2s. I thought you said 2s. Yeah, so they're going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and then they're going to be Death to the False Emperor on 5s and 6s.
Yes.
All right, we'll come back to it. Re-rolling 1s.
We have 9 more.
All right, so we have 9 more attacks to come in here because of Death to the False Emperor here. He only had 4 misses at this point. So these are going to be Strength 5 because of Red Butchers, but +1 to wound because of, was it Stoke the Nails? Or
Death to the False Emperor.
So instead of wounding on 4, well, no, Veterans of the Long War. So instead of wounding on 4s because of Strength 5 versus Toughness 5, they're now wounding on 3s.
Re-rolling wounds.
Re-rolling wounds because of Lightning Claws. All right, re-rolling wounds. All right, so we've got 2 up armor save because of Slab Shield. He had 22 wounds from that first set there. So these are going to be saving on 5s because they're AP -3 because of Stoke the Nails with the CP that he gave onto them there. So looking for 5s and 6s. We only had 8 deaths, 8 wounds on that first one. That still killed off 3 and gave another wound because I had one guy with the 1 wound there. So these are now going to be the other 9 attacks from the Death to the False Emperor. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling, or re-rolling 1s, I should say. Yep. And then these are going to be strength, again, wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Okay. All right. So that's going to be another 4, 6. 5s and 6s. I'm getting only 1 that time. Ooh, that one hurts. That's another 2 dead. And these are the other 25 attacks coming on in here. All right. Rerolling the 1s to hit over here. We got another 9 Death to the False Emperors here. So I get to reroll them. Reroll that 1. And then wounding on 3s, rerolling. Reroll. Rerolling. All right, so we got 22 wounds again over here. I just have my the bonehead over there, so I've got 3 wounds. Can I make? What do I need? I need 25 pluses here. Yes. Can I do it? For the Emperor! No, he did. He way dead. He's just mush. So yeah, Bulgrin. Good thing that they were freshly painted and did nothing. All right, so now the Mutilators here are going to go attacking into my Leman Russ tank commander over here. So they roll just like Obliterators in shooting. They do this in close combat. So we have the first one, which is what? Strength?
Adding to the strength.
Adding strength. So it's going to be +3. So that's going to be strength 8.
This is the AP.
AP -3. Okay.
And the damage.
And the damage is going to be 3. Okay. So that was real good. And he's over here telling me, like, oh, these guys are garbage. It's like, well, we'll see how that goes. All right, so we're going to have 3 base attacks on all these guys. They are going to have +1 because of being World Leaders and +1 for Hateful Assault here. So we're going to have 15 attacks that are coming in, right? Let's do it over here. Yeah. That makes it easier. 15 attacks hitting on 3s. No rerolls. 1 Death to the False Emperor over here. Into a hit, pretty good. And now these are going to be strength 8, like we said, so they're going to be wounding on 4s, re-rolling wound rolls of 1 because of the exalted. Re-rolling all wounds because of the exalted champion that is over there next to them. So, which is pretty good over here. So these are going to be wounding on 4s because they're strength 8. Leman Russ is a tough 8. Re-rolling. Oof, buddy. Oh, there's a cocked one there. Okay. Okay, that's there's also the 3, yeah. Okay, into a wound there. So that is a lot of wounds. All right, so that's 10 wounds. AP -3 because he rolled super well on those mutilator rolls. So looking for 6 up saves on this tank commander. I made 1. These are 3 damage apiece too because he rolled that. So that's going to be that's 9, 18 damage. Yeah, he did. Does he explode? No, he does not. I think at this point it would have been better if he did. All right, so now the Exalted Champion is about to just, like, mutilate my poor sergeant over here. So he's going to have how many attacks?
6 attacks.
6 attacks on the charge. So these are going to be hitting on, just do it over here, that sounds good. Hitting on 2s or 3s? Hitting on 2s. Okay, cocked over there. Okay, that's going to be all hits. Strength
is 5.
5, so 3s to wound. That is going, re-rolling because of himself, right?
Oh
Yeah, because you don't have the new codex yet, so you take the benefits where they come. So that's going to be 6 at AP
-2.
-2. So yeah, he just straight up just pulverized that guy. All right, so now the berserkers over here are going to attack into my exterminator. We're going to go with the sergeant first. He's got 3 base attacks, +1 for world eater, +1 for hateful assault, hitting on 4s because of power fist being unwieldy. Alrighty, so that's going to be 3 hits. 2 6s are death to the false emperors. Not getting it that time. Apparently the emperor is not in this tank. These are going to be strength 10, so looking for 3s to wound. Re-rolling because of the exalted champions. That's going to be 3 wounds over there. AP -2 now, right? AP -2, so looking for 5 up saves. Made 1 of them, so that's going to be 2 that go through for flat 2 damage now, or is it? I can't remember.
So they added.
Never mind. So the AP, so the fists are at -3 AP, flat 2 damage. So that 5 did not save because I would have needed a 6, meaning that he took 3 to the face. That's going to be 6 damage to him over here. And now the rest of the guys are going to attack in there. They've got chain axes and chain swords. So they're going to have 2 base attacks. +1 because of the charge, +2 because of the charge because of world eaters and because of hateful assault, and those will be with the chain axes, and then they'll have 1 additional attack with the chain swords each. So that's going to be the blue ones are going to be the chain swords here. So these are all going to be hitting on 3s. We got 2 6s. All right, not meant to be. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s and on the blue one. The one that actually went through is going to be on a 6. These get to reroll though. Rerolling. Okie dokie. So that's going to be a total of 6, 7, 8. Total 8 wounds there at AP -1 on all of them. All right, so I've got 8 -1 here. Khorne is very pleased with this number here, but let's see if the Emperor is protecting against it. Failed 1, 2, 3 of them. So yeah, okay. I mean, it's not great, but I'll take it. Dang, Khorne Berserkers are going to do it again. So let's go with the Power Fist. We'll do that one first. These are going to be hitting on 4s. No rerolls. And then wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -3, so 6 up serves. No, failed both of them. He did. Does he explode, though? He does not. Coo. And then we're going to go on these guys into my other tank commander. So these are going to be hitting on 4s as the Power Fist first. Okay, that's how you do that. 2 deaths of the false emperors over there. Yep. Hitting wounding on 3s because of strength 8, right? Or strength 10.
Yep,
that's right.
5 times 2.
AP -3. So these are 5 up though because he's got the up armored. Made 1, failed 1, but he only has the 1 wound left, so he is dead. Does he explode? Nope, he does not. All right, so now I get to attack back. I've got my Lehman Russ Exterminator over here, 3 attacks on 6s, no hits. And then this infantry squad here is going to attack into his berserkers. The sergeant's got 3 attacks with a chainsword over here, hitting on 5s, or 4s or 5s. Yeah, it's 4s, so these are now going to be wounding on 5s, though. Getting 1 wound, AP -1 because this is a chainsword. Got him! Now I had to start his chainswords there, so that 3 is good. He's fine. And then we got 9 regular guys over there. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. Oh, that's 2. Here we go. Can I see a 2? No, I can't. So they're good. And now my commissar is going to attack in there. He's got his chainsword. That's going to be hitting on 3s. So that's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. And he's good. And now this squad over here is going to attack into the Terminators. The Sergeant. Oh, he's getting 3 attacks. That's right. 3 hits. Getting 1 wound. 2 up. Oh, they're good. And then the 8 regular guys. Looking for 4s. Oh, that's a 4 there. Getting 1 wound. 2 up save. Oh, he good. All right, so that's going to be it for the World Eater's turn here on turn 2. Brutal. That was real brutal, but yeah. That's the thing. If the World Eaters can get into combat, there's very little that can like touch them. So it's a pretty brutal thing there. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 2. My Manticore stayed still over here. He stayed in combat over here. Over here, these guys all fell back, including the Commissar. This Tempestus squad dropped in from Deep Strike over here. Over here, the Valkyrie, one squad disembarked over there onto the objective, and then it moved over here. Did not move, and the other squad and the Tempestor Prime are still inside of it. This squad fell back out of combat from the Terminators over here, and then over there the Tempestus Command Squad and my Tempestor in Deep Strike dropped in over there 9 inches away from the Hellbrute. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Astra Militarum. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so start of the shooting phase, my Manticore over here is going to fire into his Terminators. I'm going to spend 1 CP on Vengeance for Cadia and 1 CP for Direct Onslaught. Giving him +1 to hit and then reroll all hits and all wounds. So 2d6 shots. I'm going to leave those, not going to reroll any of those, so that's going to be 11 shots. All right, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Vengeance for Cadia. I'm still giving it a shot. Okay, there you go. Finally, Vengeance for Cadia comes through after 3 times of using it. And these are going to be wounding on 2s because of strength 10. Rerolling because of Vengeance for Cadia. All right, so that's going to be 11 wounds at AP -2. Yep, -2. So looking for 4 up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. Failing 4 of them there. These are D3 damage. So we'll do the first one here. You said it's 4, right? So the first one. Does 3 damage as a dead guy, dead guy, dead guy, and 2. Oh, he doesn't have 3 anymore? They don't have 3 yet? Okay, so that's 4 dead guys. I'll take it. And the Heavy Bolter. That's going to be rerolling Vengeance Acadia. Okay. That is going rerolling for Vengeance Acadia. That's going to be 2 wounds. Makes them both. And now this squad here, the 4 guys with the hotshot las guns are going to fire into his Berserkers over there. Hitting on 3s. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. No wounds. And then over here, the command squad's going to fire into his Hellbrute. I'm going to supercharge my Plasma over here. They've got the reroll 1s to hit order. So these are going to be the first guy. Hitting on 3, rerolling. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be a 3rd hit there. Let's reroll 1s. There. All right, so that's going to be 4 plasma hits there. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -4 because of the Lambda Lions. So that's just going to go straight through there for 4 damage. And then the hotshot volley gun. Hitting on 4s because he moved, rerolling 1s. That's going to be 2 hits, strength 4, so 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -3. 6? No, so he's going to take another wound. All right, Dude Bro over here is going to fire into these Khorne Berserkers. So he's got 8 shots because of firing twice with his turret weapon. -1 to hit because, right? Isn't it -1 to hit when you have the big guns never tire? 1 second. Yep, heavy weapons are -1 to hit, so it's going to be 1 hit. That's not going to be a wound. And then we got 9 shots with the heavy bolters. These are going to be hitting on 5s because of -1. That is going to be a wound, though. Hey, that'll kill a guy. All right, so now my Valkyrie here is going to fire into his Spartan. He's going to spend a CP to give it smokescreen. So we're going to start with the las cannon, hitting on a 6 because he's degraded, and then -1. Nope. The missile. It does hit. All right, looking for a 4 to wound. That's not, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into a 4, that's a wound. AP minus something. AP -2. Oh, he gets it with that 4. And then the heavy bolters, the Spartan's Bane. 6s, getting 1 hit. That is a wound. Yes, the Spartan's Bane, I told you. 2 damage, he's down to 2. All right, my Tempestus squad over there is going to fire into his Decimator with the hotshot las guns. So that's going to be hitting on 3s. That's all hits. Pretty good there, but it's only strength 3, so looking for 6s to wound. Getting 1 wound there. This is going to be AP -3, though, because they are the Lambdan Lions. 6? Oh, that's off the table. 6. No, so he takes a wound. And then the Tempester over there is going to throw a crack grenade. That's not going to hit. All right, my Wyvern here is going to fire everything into these guys over here. So we're going to go with the Eagle Shard there. I'm going to reroll one of these because of the Doctrine. All right, so that's going to be 14 shots. Hitting on 4s. And then wounded on 4s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AP nothing, so 3 ups. Failing 1 of them. And then the heavy bolter into them. That's going to be no hits. All right, so that's going to be the end of the shooting phase. We're going to see if his Hellbrute goes crazy. He does not, or yes? No, on a 6, so no, he does not go crazy. And then we'll come back to you with the fight phase, because we've got one group that is still in combat. All right, so now we're going to start over here with the Berserkers first. 3 attacks. That's going to be two hits. Oh, no. Oh, 4s, that's right. But Death to the False Emperor? Oh, no, because it's a Power Fist, -1, right?
No, I'd still get unmodified.
It's unmodified. Okay, modified.
Try to do that.
Nope, not going to hit there. That sounds good.
3 to wound.
3 to wound. No wound. And now the other guys are attacking in here, hitting on 3s on these ones, and then these are going to be wounding on. There was a 2 in there. One of the blues was a 2. Okay. Sorry. These are going to be wounding on 6s on the blue and 5s on the red. All right, so we've got 1 of each. So they're both AP -1. So both are looking for 4 ups. And I make them both! Woo! And then I activate over here, 3 attacks. Getting a hit. That is not a wound on a 1, though. And then they attack again. So here we go, Power Fist. No hits there. And then we'll come back to you with the other. And chain thingies. Cocked. All right. So hitting on 3s. And then 2 Death to the False Emperors. Okay, so nope, not meant to be. No death to anybody here this time. And then these are wounded on 5s and 6s. Getting 2 wounds from the chain axe over there. So that's going to be looking for 4 ups. And getting them both. All right, so that's going to be it for the Astra Militarum. We do have 1 leadership test to take over here with his Terminator. So on a 6, he will fail. No, he is super good. All right, so that's going to be it for the Astra Militarum. I did score my 3 points for engage on all fronts, but that's about it. My opponent scored 3 points for grind them down because he killed a bunch of my guys. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the world leaders here on turn 3. Movement phase for the world leaders here on turn 3. His Terminators circling around on my guys over here. It's not looking great for them. Over here, these guys stayed on the objective, looking to take care of my guys over here as well. Mutilators moved up over this way. They stayed in combat with my Leman Russ over there. His exalted champion stayed on the objective back over here. Hellbrute moving up. Spartan stayed still. Khorne had a run around there because he went into the woods over there to get next to within an inch of his Venom Crawler. The Chaos Lord jumping over here to try to punch an airplane out of the sky, which is pretty rad. He kind of shuffled around over here closer to these guys, those guys over here. And the Hellbrute moved over here, still staying within 3 inches of the objective, but getting over here to try to take out my guys over on this side. So that is going to be it for the movement phase for the world leaders here on turn 3. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting over here, the Berserkers are going to throw a frag grenade into my guys over here. So it's going to be D6 shots, so 3 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 3 hits. Death to the False Emperor and shooting as well.
Yes.
Yes, so you got a 6 on there. That's a hit. So it's going to be 4 hits. 4s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound there. AP nothing. And I make it. Woo! He didn't get it, but it's okay because I saved it anyway. I'll take it. Over here, the Hellbrute is going to fire his Multi-Melta into my Tempestus command squad. 2 shots. Getting no hits. Decimator is going to fire everything into the Tempestus squad over here. That's going to be 2 hits.
And 2s.
2s to wound. That's going to be 2. AP
-2.
-2. So they're going to have 6 up saves because they've got the Carapace armor because they are baddies. No, they did. Venom Crawler is going to fire into my Valkyrie over here.
2d3.
2d3 shots. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 shots. Pretty good. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything because of Khorne. Yep. All right, so that's going to be 3 hits. Hitting on, is he 3 to hit usually?
4 to hit.
He's 4 to hit usually. Okay, because he is hovering. I just wanted to make sure we remember that. All right, and then these are going to be strength what?
Strength 8.
8, so it's going to be 3s to wound. That's going to be no wounds. Okay. Spartan is going to fire his heavy bolters into the squad over here, and then the last cannons into my Valkyrie. So this is going to be the heavy bolters first on 5s now because he's degraded, getting 1 hit.
Reroll for Khorne.
Reroll because of Khorne, getting a bunch of hits. Khorne, you jerk. Wounded on 3s. That's going to be 4 wounds at AP -1, so 5 up saves. No, they did. They real did. All right, now the las cannons are going to fire up into my Valkyrie over here. That's going to be hitting on 5s, re-rolling. Wow, don't even need the re-rolls. Holy cow. Okay, sure. Okay, Spartan, okay. Looking for 3s to wound. Okay, that's great. That's going to be 5 at AP -3. I believe he has a 3 up. I think he has a 3 up. Doesn't matter because I failed all of them. Okay. So that's going to be 5d6 damage. Yeah, he did. He real did. Does he explode in the Chaos Lord's face? No, he does not. And then I got the 6 guys inside over there. All of them are good, though. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the charge phase, this Chaos Lord's going to charge into my Tempestus Scions. Just the Scions, right? Not the Tempester? On the back behind him?
Yeah, I'll declare him too.
Okay, he's going to declare him too over there. So he's going to charge into both of them. I'm going to fire Overwatch with the Tempestus Scion squad there. So we're going to go with the Hotshot Las guns here. Oh, getting 2 hits. Not getting any wounds. Cool. Pistol from the Tempester? Nope. So his charge distance.
+1.
+1 because of his thing. 6 should get, well, he has to get into both now, so let's find out. And because my Tempesters have tiny bases, he's able to get within an inch of the Tempester right behind him because of the way I place them. Good job, Phil. And now this guy over here is going to charge into my Tempestus Command Squad over here. That might make it. He good. The Mutilators here are going to charge into my Tempestus Squad over here. So they need, that'll definitely do. And then these guys, the Khorne Berserkers, are going to charge into my infantry squad over here. They're way in. And then the Terminators are going to charge into my guys over here. Oh, they're in. All right, so now we're going to start over here with the Chaos Lord into my Tempestus squad. He's going to put all his attacks into the squad over there. He's got 4 base attacks +2 because of his 2 chain swords, because of his 2 lightning claws. He's also a world eater, so +1 on the charge, and he's got hateful assault, so +1 on the charge. 8 attacks coming in here, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself, because he doesn't have the new codex yet. So there's got to be some benefit for that. 2 extra, so there's the 1/1 that gets taken out there, but he's got those 2 extra. That one can re-roll because of himself. All right, that's fair enough there. Let's say 9 hits on 8 attacks. Perfect. Wounding on strength 4.
Strength 4, yeah.
Strength 4, so 3s to wound. Re-rolling because of lightning claws. Okie dokie. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. And these are going to be -2, so looking for 6 ups on their Carapace armor. 1, but that's not enough to save the squad. And now his Hellbrood over here is going to attack into my command squad over here. So he's going to have 4 base attacks, +1 because of hateful assault, and +1 because of being a world eater. Hitting on 3s. Okay, that's how you do that. And then these are going to be wounding on 2s. That's going to be 4 wounds over there. AP -3. All right, so that's just going to kill the 4 guys there. Squish. And now his Terminators are going to go over here. They are going to have 2 base attacks, 3 for the sergeant, for the champion over there. They've got 2 lightning claws each. They've got the thing hateful assault, and they've also got world eaters. So they're going to have 6 and 7 attacks each, respectively, with the champion. So 37 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. We have 10 deaths of the false emperors over here. All right, these are going to be wounding on 3s. And they're going to be re-rolling because of lightning claws. And they re-roll because of lightning claws, and they're AP -2, which means that kills the entire squad just into a paste. Boom! And then over here, these Berserkers are attacking into my squad over here. We're going to do the Power Fist first. Hitting on 4s. Deaths of the False Emperor. Okay, that's not a hit there, so that's 3. Twos to kill, that's going to be 3 dead. And then the regular guys are going to attack here. 2 base attacks each, plus 2 for the charge because of World Eaters and Hateful Assault, plus a chainsword. So hitting on 3s. 2 deaths to the False Emperors. And then these are going to be wounded on 3s. And then I've got 7 wounds into them over there. 6 up saves. No, they are all dead. And now the Mutilators are going to attack into my Tempest squad over here. So they're going to be Strength 8. That is going to be 3. What is it? AP minus 3. 2 damage. Okay, the damage did not matter, but that's still pretty good over there. All right, here come their attacks. They're going to be hitting on 3s. We got 2 deaths to the False Emperors. Okay. And then 2s to kill with the AP minus 3. Yeah, they are dead. All right, so that's all the Chargers. So here I go with my Leman Russ into his Berserkers over here. Getting no hits. And now they get to attack back at me over here. So we're going to go with the Power Fist first. So that's going to be 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. That is going to be 1 hit. Okay. Wounding on a 3. Nope, no wound. And now the regular guys are going to go. Alrighty. So these are going to be getting 3 deaths to the False Emperors, which is pretty good. Okie dokie. That's how you do that. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s and 6s on the blues. Alrighty, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP minus 1. So that's going to be 2 wounds. And now my Tempester Prime over here is going to attack with his chainsword. That's all hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. Is it 2 wounds? No, wait. Strength 3. Your T4 on the helmet?
T7.
T7. No, I needed 6s. And then we've got these guys over here getting to attack a second time. Power Fists. 1 hit. That is a wound.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Minus 3, so that still goes through there for 2 damage. And the chain weapons. Okay, pretty good there. Missing 1 and then getting 2, 3 deaths to the False Emperors. Okie dokie. And then 5s and 6s. Okay. So we have 3 at minus 1. Failing 1. And then I've got my Tempester Prime over here into the Chaos Lord. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. He's good. And then my Manticore back over here. That's cocked. Getting 1 hit. That is maybe a wound? Yeah, that's a wound. I opened up a pouch into their face. And the 1! It actually killed the guy with the 1 wound left. I'll take it. Alright, so that's going to be it for the World Eater's turn here on turn 3. And that's going to be the end of the game. Because at this point, I just have my Wyvern is the only thing out of combat. Oh, I guess also my Commissar is out of combat. My Wyvern and the Commissar are out of combat. And that's about it. Everything else is locked in combat, which is not where you want to be as a tank. And not where you want to be against World Eaters, because they're just going to slaughter me really mercilessly. So, yeah, that was a crazy game. At first, my first turn, I was very excited. I thought the Astra Militarum were like overperforming, doing well, what I needed them to do. But then the World Eaters got into combat, and that's when the Fire Nation attacked. And just slaughtered me wholesale, which is exactly what the World Eaters should do. So it'll be brutal once they finally get their 2 wounds and their 3 wounds on their Terminators and all the specialness of a new codex. It'll be fun to see. Although then we'll see also what my brave boys of the Astra Militarum will get as well, and we'll see how it all goes again. But yeah, that was a ton of fun. Very brutal game. Very close combat, and lots of blood was spilled for the Blood God. So a decisive victory for the World Eaters. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.